You're listening to Not the Sermon with Eric and Jamie.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our very special Patreon only episode of Not the Sermon. Eric, what's special about this episode, bud?
What's going on in my stomach? Not usually this volatile in the old gut, but we're doing well. No deli belly, no extended trips to the restroom.
So that's what we're doing.
Keeping it clean.
So that's what we're doing, Sermon. We're actually in India right now on a mission trip together. And we thought it'd be cool to take a little bit of time and share about our experiences. Yeah. If you don't know, we did this, I think it was first season, right?
Yeah, season 1. It was about 18 months ago.
Yeah.
About a year and a half.
Our first trip to India for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that you're here for a second time, man, what's, are you like a pro now?
I feel like a professional.
Professional what?
Professional India goer.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we fit in well amongst the locals.
Yeah, we look a lot like everyone else.
Just like them. Actually, there are a few people that have my same shape.
It's true. No one has my shape.
Yeah, no one has your shape here. But they do have mine. I feel at home. In fact, there was one guy I thought might have been my father. But no, we're doing good, man. Especially, like I'm joking about the stomach thing. That's always a worry when you travel.
Oh, we feel good.
I mean, dude, we ate chopped up goat with our fingers like 2 days in a row in a place that doesn't exist on a map.
Dude, we have been going off the grid. Like, so... we'll get to this a little bit more, but our church has planted churches and supports ministers over here in India. And so the first leg of our journey has been to meet with those pastors and talk to them, encourage them, give them some monetary support. And man, it has been incredible.
Yeah.
And then the second half of our trip, we've not started at the time of this recording. Mm-hmm. We will be at a seminary. And we'll be teaching Bible college students, and so we'll do other recordings for that. But I thought it'd be cool to start out with some fun stuff, man. What are some of the fun things that have happened so far on this trip?
Dude, this trip has been a blast.
Yeah.
Even like the first time we went, obviously that was my first time even out of the country, I think.
Yeah.
And that was fun. But this even more, we've seen a side of India that not everybody sees.
Yeah.
I mean. And honestly, that's the side that we're in right now, which is the more rural, less Western, no tourist area, is way more laid back.
Yeah.
Like in some of the larger cities, touristy cities,
and the traffic is just awful.
The traffic is terrible. There's a lot of scams, a lot of, general
crime.
Yeah. But dude, out in the rural country, man, it's a lot sweeter. It's a lot better pace, and so I'm actually enjoying this a lot more. But as far as like funny stuff, man, I'm trying to think. I mean, there's been quite a few things that have happened.
So I'll tell you this. So one of the things we did, one of the pastors we support, he actually has a school. And so the children found out that we were coming and wanted to do a presentation.
They did like basically Indian memes.
Yes. Yes, and they sang songs.
Yeah. And
it was Mahatma Gandhi's birthday.
Oh, yeah. So that's real big here, obviously.
Yeah, and so they did like a tribute to Gandhi, and it was like, take care of your land, take care of your place.
It was like government propaganda for cleanliness.
It really was. So afterwards, we're driving back to the main city. And our driver, we all had just gotten soft drinks or something in plastic bottles. Mm-hmm. Our driver lowers his window and sticks his hand out the window, and then it just drops the just throws it like a. And it was like
we just sat through a cleanliness presentation.
It was like a dance of some sort that he was doing. It was he took pride.
Yeah. He held it out the window for a while before he dropped it.
Yeah,
it was just like hand out the window with the bottle, and then.
And it was quiet in the car. Then I said, on Mahatma Gandhi's birthday.
Yeah, they thought that was hilarious. They thought that was so funny. They're like, drop a bottle for Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah, pour one out for Gandhi.
Yeah, sure enough. So that was pretty funny.
That was a funny moment.
The other thing, which this wasn't funny, it was more like, so I went too hard on some Indian KFC at the airport that morning. And
dude, that stuff was spicy.
Overestimated my... I don't have a problem with spice, like, in my mouth, but, like, my stomach has a problem with it.
Yeah.
And so I went too hard on a tandoori chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And so I was fighting for my life on the plane.
Sermon, I need you to know, I warned him. When he said, I'm getting the tandoori chicken sandwich, it was breakfast time.
Yeah.
I said, Eric, are you sure?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, man.
Well, I had it last time.
I warned you like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. I don't care. It still doesn't matter to me.
You're not my daddy.
Yeah, I'm a man. I can do it. I'm an adult. I can do what I want to. If I want tandoori, if I want vicious diarrhea, that's my choice. I don't need your intervention.
That's hilarious.
But anyways, yeah, so I'm struggling. I'm fighting for my life on this plane. You're elbow to elbow on these seats that are made out of cardboard.
Yes.
And
you can feel the metal frame underneath.
Yeah, they push off the plane to get it off the tarmac. Like there's a couple there's probably like 300 Indian dudes that are like pushing the plane down the tarmac to get it to go. Anyways, and so I'm just like, I'm feeling nauseous. And anyway, we get on the bus, which I hate buses now because we've been on as many airplanes as we've been on this trip. We've been on as many buses. And all of a sudden it's raining.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I see what I think is water coming from the top of the bus hitting the ground. I just hear like the water pour sound.
Yeah.
And I look up, and I'm like, there's no water coming from the roof. And then I look down, and there's this lady just chucking on the bus.
Yeah. Dude, what is it? Every time, last time we were here, we were in traffic, and a girl in a tuk-tuk, in an auto rickshaw, just leaned right in front of, right next to us.
They pulled up right next to us in traffic, and this chick just goes over the side like it's normal.
Do you think we'll ever have a trip to India where a lady doesn't barf right in front of us?
I hope not. I think that's what makes it.
Yeah. Was this part of the Apostle Paul's experience on his missionary journeys?
Yeah, he left that out. It was just like, I was in Ephesus, and someone barfed. And then I was in Thessalonica. Someone barfed.
What is it about that, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, we had some other funny stuff. Bring them up.
So this happened yesterday, and I laughed so hard. So Eric has been trying to learn Hindi.
Oh, yeah.
And he has this little notebook where he's writing down words and phrases.
Yeah.
And I keep hearing him do Duolingo at all times of the night. And so he's trying to learn Hindi, which, guys, it's a very difficult language.
First off, if you don't know anything about Indian culture, Hindi was their attempt to bring some unification to India. There are hundreds of languages in India, and most of them aren't even similar.
Yeah.
Like you can speak Malayalam in the south and then go to the north and you don't understand Punjabi.
Right.
And so Hindi is a newer language for them that they did to try to unite the people. So
Right. So anyway, we come back to our hotel, which, by the way, we've stayed in some decent hotels, which has been really nice. The one we're in now was just fantastic.
Yeah.
One of the nicest hotels I've ever. It's actually a resort. It was either stay at a resort or stay in like someone's closet.
Yeah.
So we stayed at the resort.
Yeah, for the cost of a Baymont Inn in the United States.
Super nice, but literally, not expensive at all.
Yeah.
So we come back and housekeeping has our door open, has their key in the slot. If you don't know, overseas, in order to turn on the lights in hotels, a lot of times you have to put the key in a little slot for that to work.
Power saving.
Yeah, so they have their key in there. So we were walking in, we're just putting our stuff up and everything. And I see the cart out there, and I'm going to give them their key back.
Yeah.
And so I look at the lady, and most people here have spoken English pretty well.
Most people in the city speak English.
Well, but I look at her, and I'm like, hey, do you want your key back? And she just looks at me.
Yeah, she didn't know that, yeah.
She just looks at me like I have 3 heads. Your key?
Yeah.
And then someone else comes up.
There's like 3 people
and
out
they're just staring at me.
Figure you out.
I'm like, do you want your key back?
Yeah.
So
I walk out there with all my expertise.
So we're all looking at each other like we're trying to communicate. And Eric, what do you say? You point to yourself and say...
I point at myself and say, Bakari.
And what does Bakari mean?
It means goat.
Goat.
So
Eric's what he decides to add to the conversation here.
Yeah.
He walks around the corner, points to himself, and says "goat"
in
their language, and all of us burst out laughing.
Yeah, Bakri Arhahe. The goat is coming.
The goat is coming.
Yeah.
So then I just take their key out of the slot and hand it to the girl. She still looked really confused.
Yeah, that was funny.
Put hers back in. So that was really funny. Dude.
There's another one we had that was really good.
What's that?
I don't know. I feel like you wrote it down.
Oh, no, I've been writing down stuff. So one of the pastors that we support, decided to meet us here.
Mm-hmm.
It's too dangerous for us to go to his village. Guys, these people, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but these people have been beaten for their beliefs and having churches. It's wild. But so he decides to come here. I feel bad because it's so nice here.
Yeah.
One hotel we walked in, the people go, "This is the size of my house."
And that wasn't even a nice. It was a nice-ish hotel, but
Right. Just our room was the size of his house. So he decides to come here, and one of the things we've been doing is kind of, we had some money in our missions budget, and so I decided to split it up among the 4 pastors. So we gave him gave him some money, not a ton, from our perspective, but for them it's huge, right? Mm-hmm. It's at least a month or 2 operating expenses for their church. So I handed it to him. So we decided to go to dinner on the grounds here, and so we're walking to find one of the restaurants, and the dude's nowhere to be found.
Oh, yeah, he disappeared. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, dude, he just left.
Yeah.
He just took the money and ran.
And we were like coming up with all these scenarios where he's like calling his wife like, "Look, I'm sorry.
Get out of here. Yeah. I'm leaving you."
The Americans gave me some money.
Yeah. It was so funny because at first it was like, oh, he must have just got lost. And then we started actually like, this dude legitimately took the money and just took off.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, he just went to the bathroom.
Yeah. But he didn't tell anybody. But their culture is so different here. Like, I mean, I don't know. People, here's what I figured out about the culture here. People just do what they want to do. They do not pay attention.
Yeah.
They don't pay attention to who's around them, what's going on. They figure if they need to know, you'll tell them.
Yeah.
That's how it is in driving.
There's a lot of Americans that would do well over here.
True. So anyway, that was kind of cool. The other thing going on is we're in at the time of this recording, although it's a super nice hotel, it's a very
rural state,
rural area in a small city, and so, dude, the amount of blackouts we've had.
Oh, it's at night in the evening.
Yeah.
It's about every 20 minutes.
Like I would say, how many blackouts do you think we've had? Like 15?
Yeah, a minimum.
That we know of.
Dude, I've been in the bathroom going number 2 with a blackout. Okay. I've been in the shower during a blackout.
Twice you've been in the shower and it's blacked out.
Yeah, which is...
It hasn't happened to me at all. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I embrace the darkness. I was born in it.
So yeah, the blackouts are pretty wild here. And then one of the things I said to Eric one time that I thought was funny, if you don't know this, in South Asian culture... when men walk together down the street, it's not uncommon for them to hold hands.
Yeah, hold hands. They put their arm around each other. Like an American would his girlfriend.
Yes, and so
they rest their head on each other while they walk.
I saw 2 dudes walking down the street holding hands with their heads on each other's shoulders.
Dude,
and I leaned over to Eric and I was like, "Dude, why don't we walk like that?"
Yeah, when we were in one of the the tribal villages, I asked to use the restroom. And I kind of felt bad because they were like, it's not nice. It's not nice. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to like tear it up or anything. So they take me back, and it was a concrete shack with a rusted tin door and a hole in the ground, basically.
With everyone else's refuse in there.
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't that bad, honestly. And so I'm just like going number 1. And I hear this commotion outside of the shack. You can see the commotion too, because there's not much privacy. And I walk out, and everybody is outside of the restroom. Like, I don't know if they just, you know how groups migrate?
Yeah.
And then I get done, and I, kind of rinse my hands off, and there's a little water bucket in there. And then the guy meets me with a towel. And then he holds my hand. He just grabs my hand.
Hold my hand.
He holds my hand and leads me from the restroom back to wherever we were supposed to be going.
Oh, do you have a boyfriend now?
I really liked that guy. He was really sweet. I mean, to know that it's an endearment thing, it's a friendship thing here. It's not a romantic thing.
Right. Yeah, I feel like we've lost some of our closeness in Western cultures because we're so concerned about what people would think being close to another man.
Another
like
guy,
that.
yeah, you might get beat up in the South.
Right. So one of the cool things that's been going on here is we've arrived in India during some pretty big festivals.
Yeah, Dashuda.
Yeah, and so tell them about Dashuda. This is so weird, you guys. Yeah. We have no grid for this.
So last time we were here, there wasn't... It's funny, they say... they have a Hindi saying that there's 12 months in a year and 13 festivals.
Yeah.
And when they have a festival, the reason that's funny is because when they have a festival, the whole country shuts down for up to 14 days.
Yeah.
Which basically means they spend half of the month celebrating.
And guys, I need you to understand, these people do not sleep. I don't understand.
No.
We've seen families doing family photos at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, well, they shift. Their working clock and their priority clock is different than the U.S. The U.S. is essentially from 6 to 6.
Yeah.
That's a solid median work hour,
right.
6 a.m., 6 p.m. Here, they get going really late.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, we had a later breakfast, and people started showing up after. Although the Westerners were there early when we ate, and then the Indian people show up later, and then at night, we sit down at 6 at the restaurant.
6 or 7.
And they're like, hey, we don't open till 7.
Yeah.
And then when we're getting done eating at 8:30, that's when the first Indian family shows up.
All the day, and then I passed by. It was 9, and it was full.
So these people are partying in the streets from about 9 to 3 a.m. 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. But they're celebrating something called Dashura, which is a part of an Indian mythology. I forget all the names at this point, but there was a mythological king who had his wife stolen by Ravala,
of course,
which is like a demon lord.
It's a demon of ravioli.
Ravala.
Chef Boyardee's ghost.
It is. It's actually pre-Chef Boyardee, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
But he steals a wife, takes her to Sri Lanka, then he goes Super Saiyan Kamehameha wave on him, and rescues. What? It was the younger audience will understand.
Okay.
But he rescues her by the help of a monkey or something.
Of course.
And then how they celebrate.
Monkeys are so helpful in mythology.
Dude, they are. And man, if you're just a decent monkey, you'll get worshipped here.
All you gotta do is be a decent
You just gotta be a decent monkey. Hey, and if you're a mischievous monkey, they'll worship you too. If you're an average monkey, though, no worship.
Average, I would say good monkeys don't get worshipped.
No.
It's only decent ones and really bad ones.
Good ones get sacrificed. But basically, it's this whole mythology of good and evil. And so basically, they celebrate the triumph of good over evil. But the way they do that is by drinking a little drink, smoking a little ganja, and celebrating in all hours of the morning.
I was surprised to learn how much weed people consume on festivals like
that
this.
Was the thing I learned, and I felt dumb because my whole time I thought, Hinduism is a more aesthetic
very
religion.
Conservative, yeah.
So conservative, sexually conservative with drugs. Actually, this is obvious. That's the opposite.
Yeah.
During these festivals, it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
But what they do the one day, I think on the 8th day, they submerged their god Durga in a body of water. So we saw a lot of people gathering around streams, throwing an idol into the river.
Yeah, they make these idols. They construct these idols.
Yeah.
And then they gather together down to the river, and they throw the idol in the water.
Yeah, throw it in the water, and that's where it stays.
And they don't retrieve it.
Nope.
So they've been doing this for decades.
That's why the rivers are so polluted.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like, hey, our main water source, we're going to pollute it with a thrown away idol.
Yeah, and
it's all going to work out.
And then the next day, this is the funny thing that happened. They burn an effigy of the bad king, the demon king. And when we posted a picture of that to our little update group, everybody, all 200, were like, "Oh, that's Eric." Everybody said that demon god looked like me, and I was explaining to him, like, what's really going to trip you is they set that dude on fire.
Yeah.
So they make these huge, multi-story effigies and set it on fire.
What are people's obsession with your appearance right now?
I don't know,
It's a lot, because there's a dude. Even when you got here, people go, "Oh, you look like Edward."
Yeah. They say I look like another guy.
There's a British, Indian British missionary.
Yeah, they said I look like him.
Everyone's comparing you to everyone. It's wild.
Yeah. Haters are going to hate. I'm in my glow-up phase.
Am I so unique in my appearance I don't look like anyone? Jack Black, Kevin James?
I think they're a little concerned.
Maybe I look like the demon monkey.
They feel bad.
Maybe I look like the evil monkey.
They don't really speak negatively about people with diseases here, and so they see you and they're like, "It's not."
Oh, let's not make fun of the guy.
So, anyways, that's been it was a cool time to come because that's a major festival.
Yeah, they were having paint wars where people were plastered with colored paint.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
It was like a color war.
Yeah.
Paint powder, and then the traffic was horrific.
Yeah, it was wild.
And then in an area where they very rarely see white people.
Yeah.
If it's funny locking eyes with someone on the street as you pass by, they're like, huh?
Yeah. They do double and triple takes.
Yeah, they're like, what?
Yeah,
So.
really, really interesting. Well, only other funny thing that happened, we'll end with this, is I got a picture. We visited a goat farm, and I got a picture of Eric getting bitten.
Yeah, it's the first thing that sucker did. I mean, the dude, which is funny, is because the dude grabs him by the ears and yanks him out of the pen.
Right.
And then, but he's being all sweet. It acted like a dog. They love that goat. They're not going to eat that goat. He's like a breeding goat. So he's very human friendly. And then I go down to pet him like this guy's been doing the whole time. He takes a chomp on my finger. Now,
and I happened to get a picture
at the exact moment.
So we'll upload that to our Patreon as well, so you guys can see it.
So it wasn't like horribly painful, but it was funny.
Awesome. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, we want to take a moment real quick and just share a little bit about ministry. We need to be careful. Like, we're not going to share names. We're not going to share cities. We're not going to share specifics.
Yeah.
But Eric, dude, what has the ministry been like so far for you?
Oh, dude, it's always, I get that teenage, I'm on a mission trip, and everything about Western Christianity is wrong.
Sure.
The second time that's happened to me, I'm going to have to... And the reason I say that is because the people here, they need literally nothing to love Jesus far better than we do.
Dude, one of the guys that we're supporting, we meet with him here, and he's telling me he's been beaten 3 times. Mm-hmm. Radical Hindus come in, break into his service.
He's had serious complications because of it.
Yeah.
They had to remove...
a kidney.
A kidney.
Yeah. And so he's, he's literally giving up his life. And I was kind of joking with him. I was like, dude, next time we're going to fight back? And he looks at me so serious. He goes, our Lord has not given us permission.
Oh, dude, yeah. He Jesus juked you so hard. Dude, he broke your ankles. Because it was joking. Because it was a heavy moment.
Yeah.
And it needed some levity.
Yeah.
And when you brought it, he was like, oh, no, I'll take a beating any day.
I'll take a beating for Jesus any day. It's my honor. I'm like, oh my gosh. Am I even a Christian?
Well, it makes you wonder, like, we're hearing stories about people who, once they find out, the villagers find out that they're Christians, they say, you can't meet here, we'll beat you up. And then they'll, like, go to the ocean and go swimming and memorize the gospel. Yeah. And preach the gospel and sing out in the ocean. Yeah. So it looks like they're playing.
Yeah. They'll baptize each other in the ocean so it looks like they're just enjoying the water.
Yeah. So the ministry's been super impactful to me. I mean, it's such a wake-up call to Western Christianity. Yeah. Because here's the thing. Christianity's growing more. I mean, it's greatly persecuted here. Yeah. But it's one of the fastest...
That's what grows Christianity.
And persecution, right? Yeah. And so it's declining in Christian America.
Christianity is a countercultural movement. Yeah. So whenever it gets to be the main cultural identity of a country, a state, a city, a village, a community, it begins to decline. Yeah. And then when it's coming under fire, and we see this right now in America, when people are openly standing against it, it surges.
Yes.
Right? It's just how it works. It's how God designed the movement.
Yeah, yeah. And so, the Asian countries, like India and other countries in Asia, South America, Africa, where there's great persecution, that's where Christianity is growing. That's these people are the reason Christianity is growing. The reason that we American Christians can say Christianity is the fastest growing religion in the world. It's not because of us, you dummies. Right. You're not doing anything. Right. It's these people who are, taking a licking and keep on kicking,
Oh.
You like that?
Okay. Sure.
Well, there was another pastor. I mean, all of our pastors have been persecuted. Yeah. One pastor actually persecuted by Catholics.
Yes.
And disowned from his family.
Yes.
But another one, he was saying, yes, I took a beating. I still bear the marks. He points to his head. He got cracked in the head, has a scar.
Yeah, and it's a badge of honor for him.
Yeah, he's like, I wear the marks of Jesus Christ. I mean, who in the U.S. can say that? They're like, I can't pray in my schools. I can't do it no more.
It's pretty wild, man. Now, how is ministry? So you and I are both teachers.
Yeah,
that's I would say our primary role in the body of Christ, right? Teacher, now you have more of a preaching gift. Yeah, mine's more explanatory. Yeah, while yours is more, I would say, just motivating, and I'll mean that in a negative way.
Oh yeah, exhortation.
Yeah, exhortation. Yeah. So, but dude, The spirit of prophecy has been on us this trip. Talk a little bit about that real quick.
Dude, so, we began to feel during our first, first mission spot, that the Lord was going to move in prophecy.
Yeah.
And so we just went after it. I mean, it's one of those things, it's like I feel the Lord's doing it, so we go after it. And it seems to be the thing that the Lord has gifted us to bring.
Yeah.
We're meeting with pastors and beginning to pray with them that the Lord would release this specific gifting. And as we've done that, the Lord has just moved. And what's been really cool is, along with just releasing the gift,
we've been able to demonstrate it.
We've been able to demonstrate it and blow these people's minds. I mean, these have been some of the more accurate prophetic words that I've witnessed and been able to, partake in a long time.
Yeah, I saw you giving a word to one of the guys, and he just starts just crying.
That was nuts. I was like blown away.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
not that good. This has got to be the Lord.
Yeah. And so, and we were at one location, and dude, I was just like, I told him, I was like, can I just be selfish for a moment? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I want y'all to pray for me. Mm-hmm. And dude, I step in the middle of that prayer circle.
Yeah.
And just the Spirit of God was so heavy.
I haven't felt the weightiness of the manifest presence of God like that in a very long time.
Yeah.
When they started praying for us, it was, I've been to some of the big, well-known brand name revivals over the years, like Brownsville, things like that. And that's what it felt like. I mean, the presence of the Holy Spirit was so thick in the room at that point. But it was so cool. We still had something to offer. And that's what's, even though the Western Church, do we compare to this as far as our passion and no, we don't. But you know what, though? We've had such good teaching for so long. Mm-hmm. We were able to still deposit something, right? I mean, dude, so we're in this, small room gathered together with a small group of leaders. Eric and I just start prophesying. One of the Lord, one of the guys, earlier in the week, I saw in my imagination like a blood sacrifice that was done in this village. I said, you need to uproot that.
Which that's prayer. A bold word.
It's a bold word.
Hey, in the place that you live, human was sacrificed.
Yeah. And he looks at me and he goes, yes, that's exactly what happened. It actually happened to where my house is.
Yeah.
And so, but it was like what, his great grandfather or something?
No, his grandfather told them that's like the story of their homeland.
Yes.
Like their little, their property.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it was so weird that the Holy Spirit told me that. Yeah. So I could tell him that. So A, he would feel known, but also B, to give him some instructions. Hey, you have authority over this. You need to make sure you're uprooting, right, this spiritual history.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they live in this Hinduism so thick that there's, I won't say intimidation, because a lot of these people are more bold than we could ever imagine. One of I think the gifts that we brought is saying, like, hey, like, don't live in this. Don't fight against the current. You don't have to fight against. Like, let's pray through this, remove that spirit, and so you can have some more freedom.
Yeah.
So that's been really cool. The ministry's just been incredible. It's encouraged me to be more assertive when I get back home.
Yeah.
As far as like following the Spirit's leading. Like, hey, you guys, get over here. Let's start praying. Let's start pressing.
Well, and the way you move in prophecy is not out of your own surety. It's out of taking a risk.
Yeah.
It's out of, I feel like I have a piece of information here that may unlock something for you. I'm going to, in humility, give it, knowing, hey, if it's wrong, it's not going to hurt my feelings. It doesn't, but I'm going to give this in hopes that it's the beginning of something powerful for you. And dude, we've just seen that over and over and over in people's lives.
Yeah.
As we've been able to minister, and that's just been so cool. And I'm so privileged and honored to be able to do that.
Yeah. No, these people, they are something else, man. And it just, like I said, I'm going to get home and I'm going to hate the Western Church for a couple of weeks.
See, I understand what you mean by that, but I love the Western Church because, like, we have problems, like we have issues. There's no question. We have idolatry. Like their idols are, statues and false gods, but our idols are, money and football and food. And
what I mean by that is, obviously I'm thankful for the place that I'm at, obviously, but it's just always really hard.
Sure.
As someone who genuinely loves the Lord, to be in a place where the Lord moved so easily and so simply to have to now go back and fight through all that. Like, I have to fight through your love of money.
You know, you used the right word, man. Simple.
Yeah.
It's the simple gospel is preached. And they just love God with simplicity of heart, which is, you know, one of the phrases Acts uses about the early church.
Here's the day in the life of the Indian Asian church right now. It's meet together, give praise to God with all your heart, hear an exhortation from the preacher, pray for the community, and preach the gospel. Yeah, that's it.
And pray for the sick. We saw so many or heard so many testimonies about healing being the main way of evangelism here.
Yeah, people can miss me with cessationism now. I mean, they already could, but now especially. The gospel is not coming through intellectualism. Yeah. It's coming through, like, Hindus who are dying and hear that Christians can heal.
We met one.
Yeah, we met one who was delivered from tuberculosis and alcoholism.
He was on his deathbed. The doctor was like, go home and die. And so they called for their Christian pastor, one of the ones that we're supporting. He laid hands on him, got healed, and now he's like an elder. And we encouraged him, hey, you now can pass on what God gave you. Lay hands on the sick.
Yeah. So there's just like just a simplicity. I mean, there's no like, we got to organize the men's breakfast, you know, like they're not organized. They're just meeting together.
Well, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a men's breakfast.
I mean, there's not. But like, as a minister, I'm confessing myself. Sure. Like, I get caught up in making sure the men's breakfast goes off without a hitch.
Sure.
Instead of being at the men's breakfast and saying, hey, let's go after the Lord.
And I'm not making excuses.
He is. You're making excuses for the Western church right now. Stop sucking up. Look, dude, we're still going to get paid when we get home.
Well, what's up, Sermonauts? This is several days later from when we recorded last time. You may hear the smooth music of a little bit of pan flute jazz in the background.
It is a little bit of Arabian jazz.
We are in the Abu Dhabi airport. I realized that my credit card lets me into most airport lounges for free.
Yeah, you should see Jamie when he has a form of power. It's incredible. We go to VIP lounges and he just flashes his little credit card and they're like, "Oh, our king has returned."
I call everyone peasants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the lounge that we're in right now
is swanky.
And we're actually not supposed to be in it.
Well, that can neither be confirmed nor denied.
I think we accidentally wound up in this VIP section.
Well, what happened is Eric left, and then they didn't let him back in, so he panic texted me, like, dude, they're not letting me back in.
I was not panicking yet. Yeah, we just wandered out here. There was no guards. And then when I left and then I tried to return, they were like, "Sir, where's your boarding pass?" And I show them. They're like, "Oh, you have not paid for this area." Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know you had to."
Well, so for real, here's the deal. We're fine being in here. On my boarding pass, it says we can be here, but on yours it doesn't because you were my +1.
Oh, see, there again, the king gets to sovereignly choose who is the elect and who is not.
Okay, let's talk about the trip.
We're here.
So the second half of this trip, we taught at a seminary. Guys, we taught so much. Oh my goodness, we both taught around 18 hours in 3.5 days?
18 hours apiece.
Yes. So together it was almost a full 40 hours.
40 hours of nothing but talking. And the statistic is that 1 hour of public speaking is equal to the mental and emotional toil of an 8-hour workday.
Yeah, of manual labor.
And we've accomplished almost 40 between us, 18 apiece in just 4 days.
Yeah. So we were super, super tired. Yeah. Eric, I've never seen you so mentally punchy, I would say.
You talking about when I told that teacher's kid he had special needs?
Yes. One of the teachers invited us over for dinner, and his son, really smart guy.
Oh yeah, the kid's incredible.
And he was teaching. He speaks multiple languages, and he's like a freshman in high school. But he was playing riddles with. Yeah,
he kept acting like he was some sort of riddle god. because he was looking up riddles on Google and saying, how could you not know? How could you not know?
Funny.
Like, because I'm not staring at the answer on my phone.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But yeah, it was fun though. It was cool.
And so, but teaching, dude, how was your class? You had the second year students?
I had second year students. They were like in 20, most of them were 20 years old. Second year of English as well.
Yeah.
I had no translator. But it was fun, dude. It was really fun. I talked about the craft of preaching.
Yeah.
Art and craft of preaching, how to prep a sermon, how to preach a sermon.
Yeah.
They loved it. What about you?
I had the graduate students, and so we talked about everything, man. I mean, we talked about doctrine, but mainly we talked about leadership lessons, like how to minister like Jesus did.
Yeah.
The importance of integrity, character, those things. We also got into doctrine and we got into some theology, but it was like how to handle adversity, right? It was like, what should your prayer life look like when you're a ministry leader? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We both almost lost our voices.
Yeah. It was rough. They really got the most out of us that they possibly could.
They really did.
Like there was no, like we were turning down.
Like there was a morning chapel.
Yeah.
2-hour teaching sessions. And then one night we did an evening chapel. And man, the power of God hit that place. It was awesome.
So, but it was a great experience, and now we're on the horrific ride home because we have a 9-hour layover in Abu Dhabi in the middle of the night.
Yes, it's an overnight layover. So I'm staying up all night. I'm pulling an all-nighter.
Yeah.
Eric, what did you get, about 2 hours? I know it was in and out.
Like 2-hour nap.
Yeah. But that's going to help us long-term adjust back to the States. So if you hear the clacking of plates, we're right next to the dessert bar.
The hors d'oeuvres.
Well, this is the dessert bar.
Yes, and I think I see some smoked salmon.
Yes, and
yes, please, sir, I will take 2 helpings.
And some gummy bears. There are gummy bears over there.
I wonder if they're those kind of gummies.
No, I'm pretty sure that's highly illegal here.
Yeah, I'm so out right now, I might do drugs. Take that, Sermonauts.
Oh, man. Well, I might need to edit that part out. Confessions no one needs to hear. Well, cool. We'll wrap up the trip for us, man. Besides this last leg back to the States, what's your takeaway, man? What's God doing in India?
Oh, man, dude. He is... he's doing everything he's doing everywhere else. I mean, this is a common theme that we're seeing all over the world. I mean, the United States... The Christians in the United States, they think they know what persecution is. Christians in the United States think they know what revival is.
Right.
And then you come here and you actually see it in practice.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the Lord's doing great things in India. People getting saved. What's cool is this, because of how illegal it is to convert.
Yes.
What you're seeing is Christians becoming more discipled.
Right.
They're not just having these mass salvation events.
There are no casual Christians here.
Yeah.
There are no cultural Christians here. There are people who are 100% sold out to the Lord.
And that's really kind of the only kind you see.
That's it.
And I think that's, I hate that it's persecution that's causing that, but I also think there's a benefit to that as well. So that's what I'm seeing.
Well, we're seeing a resurgence of faith in the U.S. We're seeing it all over the world as well. I mean, God's moving. It's just cool. It's so rare to see Christianity in a similar situation and context as the first century.
Yeah.
I mean, what we read in, religious history books, with the early church, how they were persecuted and survived. I mean, that's very much going on right here, and also in other areas of the Middle East and North Africa as well. So, really cool to be a part of it. I feel really honored, to be able to pour into those students. Mm-hmm. I mean, man, these students are world changers, Yeah. And to be able to teach and dude, they're so honoring.
Yeah.
So honoring.
Jamie, sir. Eric, sir.
Jamie, sir. They put sir after our name. Jamie, sir. Eric, sir.
Yeah, it was cool.
And whenever I walked into the classroom, they stand and clap every time. I'm like, come on, BFC, where are you guys?
Yeah.
So, well, cool, man. Anything else to share before we get off here?
Nope. I'm tired.
I'm tired. Well, guys, we hope you've enjoyed the smooth jazz in the background, the clanging of plates right on cue. thanks for tuning in. And just want to encourage you, man. God is moving.
Yeah.
God is up to amazing things.
When you hear this podcast, if you would say a prayer for us right now, that right now as we're in Abu Dhabi, maybe the Lord will go back and edit time and make this a more enjoyable experience.
I think God can know that future prayers will be prayed and apply them in real time.
Whoa, prayerception?
Prayerception.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Thanks for listening. This podcast is a production of Victory Fellowship Church in Thomasville, Georgia. Eric and Jamie can be reached at emailing notthesermon@gmail.com.
Father to the fatherless, defender of the little kids, gracious and compassionate,